Today. Hope you are having an enjoyable Monday morning. So today's topic is going to be about why you go to a mechanic to fix your car. So over the weekend, I spoke to a couple of clients and a couple that jumped on board that have been having problems for a long time. They've been trying to fix it themselves, but it's very similar, and they were getting nowhere. And it's very similar to when you have a problem with your car, you don't try and fix it yourself. You go to the mechanic, a professional, and they're the ones that fix it for you. So you get a light comes on dashboard, or you have an accident. You don't try and get the tools out and fix it yourself, because ultimately it'll either take you a hell of a long time to work it out, or you can make it 10 times worse. And it's something you just don't know anything about. You're not going to spend the time to sit there and learn about everything when you can just go and give it to a professional. But unfortunately, it's something that happens in the health industry quite a lot. People have a problem, and instead of going to someone for help, they can spend a lot of time themselves, years in fact, wasting time and getting nowhere. Recently spoke to a client I had the other day, and a client came on board the other day, and she'd been in 10 years going through things and not getting anywhere, and she said, I wish I'd just reached out earlier. And this is what I'd say for you guys: if you're going through a problem, a health issue, reach out to someone you resonate with. It doesn't have to be me, it can be anyone, and get it fixed, because it's going to cost you a hell of a lot of time. And people will think of it investing in themselves or paying out as an expense, but really you're investing in yourself, and it's going to get you somewhere quicker. It's working with a professional who knows all the pitfalls. It's like having the sat-nav available to you. So these days you want to get somewhere, you put the destination in your sat-nav, and it works out the quickest route for you. Especially with Google Maps now, any traffic, etc., it can just calculate the best route, and you go and you get it sorted out, and you go from A to B really, really quickly. Whereas if you haven't got a map, you'd probably end up somewhere else. You'd get stuck in traffic, you wouldn't know where you're going, and ultimately you probably end up late. And that's exactly the same as trying to figure out your health issues yourself a lot of the time. I've dealt the last year. I've dealt with people who've had issues for 10 years, and when it gets to that, I mean, a year, 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. When it comes to that situation, it's like being handed a frog that's been put in a blender and go, oh, please help me, fix me. And it's like, where do I start? You've been doing all this wrong. So when you're trying to fix things yourself, you can make mistakes that really affect your endocrine system, affect your hormones, affect your weight. I mean, there's so many things that it can affect, and that's the problem with trying to work it out yourself. So I strongly suggest working with someone if you've got an issue that can really help you and moving yourself forward. Because although it might seem like cost money to fix a problem, really the money that you're not investing in yourself is costing you far much more, in terms of how many hours you spend in trying to figure it out that you will be paid to do your job for example, and how much time are you wasted not enjoying time with your friends, your family, because you've got this problem that won't go away. And you get to the point, the fears and frustrations in your head get to the point where you think that this is just normal, you should live with this problem, or that you're always going to be this way, when the truth of the matter is that is not the case. Your body has got an innate ability to heal itself given the right circumstances. I say it to everyone. You just got to know how to manipulate those circumstances. And it's why, if you work with someone who's, for example, done over 3,000 consultations in the last however many years, you know that these problems are going to come up. And if something happens, you can go, okay, we're going to do this, or okay, we can go that way, rather than you doing it yourself and not knowing where to turn. So just a little bit food for thought today, guys. If you have had a problem or a health issue and you haven't been able to sort it out yourself, and you've really been trying for a long time, go and invest in yourself, because it's gonna do you a world of good, not just in terms of getting the problem sorted out quicker, but it help your mind, because when you're going through something that's a problem and it's been a problem for a while, it really does take a lot out of you mentally, and it becomes to a point where you literally feel like there's no getting out of it and no one understands. But trust me, health coaches do understand. So that would be a little tip for you today, guys. Number 1 tip: just go and reach out to someone and ask for help, because there are people out there that can help you, and they're going to get you to where you want to go a lot quicker than if you just try and do it yourself, which can be a nightmare. Okay, guys? So, as always, I hope you're really well on this Monday morning. I hope that message has maybe tweaked a couple of things in your mind, and you think, okay, maybe I'm making that mistake, because it's a mistake that is made by a lot of people. When I say it's not a mistake, it's just something that people don't really realise, that they can actually get to the root of their problems a lot quicker than if they're going about it themselves. Okay, guys? So as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll speak to you soon.